back to my channel. I gotta check. Okay, I have no idea what day I put my last Flosstube up, and so I'm hoping that it's been about a weekish. You know, it is what it is. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of progress to show you guys, but we're gonna get through it, and I'm gonna show you guys anyway. Because I still have haul and I have a couple of other things. I think that maybe next time, my next Flosstube, I have a really bad headache, and I'll fill you guys in on it in a little bit. I think by my next Flosstube I might actually have some real haul, because I did order a thing from 123 Stitch, and I'm honestly contemplating ordering another thing, or things I should say. So we shall see. Couple of updates. Mystical Diamond Art, we're moving slowly. Everybody who's waiting for an order at this point has ordered stuff that was on pre-order, and those arrived today. So I'm not thinking of getting to them until the weekend, because it takes me quite some time to go through everything and do inventory and all of that kind of thing, update the website. And I think what I'm going to do first is open the boxes, do the inventory, count everything up. I always randomly select several of the canvases and compare them to what I already have, and make sure that the charting didn't change, the drills match, the symbols stayed the same, things like that, because there's a lot of errors that go into, it's just a mess. So that's that update. I didn't say anything else other than welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy. This is a channel about cross stitch and a whole bunch of other random shit. No diamond painting, sometimes sewing, which you probably won't see. I haven't done any sewing in quite some time, and we probably won't have any sewing for probably another several months. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. This place is too small to set up a sewing table. Not necessarily, but I wanted a stitching corner, because previously I had my entire house. I mean, not my entire house, but I had a whole dedicated office that was like almost as big as my bedroom now. Not quite that big, but good size. And you know, then I could still go sit in the living room, which is where I used to keep my Lowry at the other house, was in the living room. And then I had a whole office dedicated to my diamond painting, all my cross stitch stuff, everything. I had a sewing table. I had like a sewing table for my sewing machine. I had a other like counter height cutting table where I would cut all my fabric, I would pack all my orders, and then of course all of the diamond painting storage and everything. And I just don't have that here. What is that glare, and why? Do you see that? That made it worse. Give me a second. I need a beer today. It's one of those days. Let me see how to get rid of this. I don't know what the fuck that is or why. Let me... tripods. If I do that, it goes down, but then I'll just, yeah. That kind of works. I don't know what that is, and I don't know why. I think it's like the edge of my screen protector. It's something. Anyway, yeah, it just stuff. So I haven't figured it out yet. I do have a loft up here and stuff, but I've already told the kids that they could use that as their like play area, because the bedrooms upstairs are a lot smaller than their bedrooms at the previous place. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I still haven't like figured everything out. Never fails that it's like a thing when you start filming, your nose starts running, right? I have a habit of looking at myself, but my lens is over here, but I'm looking at myself to make sure I'm staying in frame. I don't know if that matters, if you can even tell. It is what it is. I didn't stitch a whole lot this week. I've been so busy. This is like my third week, I think, at my new job. I absolutely love it. It's the best possible situation that I could ask for, because I'm working from home and I'm getting a steady paycheck, and I honestly could not be more grateful for the opportunity that I've been given. It's not necessarily in the field that I want to be in, but that's okay because it gives me that boost into the career world that I need. Having only a bachelor's degree, I'm working on my master's, but I'm still, you know, two and a half years out of finishing that degree plan. And so I feel like it's a step in the right direction, and I might not end up in the same field that I'm going to school for, but the education I'm getting is still relevant to what I'm doing in some aspect. And so, you know, it is what it is. But it's a really great job, and I don't have to find a babysitter for my kids. I don't have to wake them up in the morning to take them to daycare or summer camp or a family member's house or anything and deal with the hassle of that. And so I couldn't ask for more. I really couldn't. I've just been busy working. I try not to do too many things during the day. My work hours are from 8 to 5. And so I have a designated computer, and I have work phone and certain programs that I need to be logged into, where I do have to manage phone calls and emails and spreadsheets and stuff. So I need to have access to that at all times, but it's definitely portable. Like if I say, you know what, I'm going to go to my mom's for a week, it's fine. I can totally do that, because as long as I have a Wi-Fi connection, I'm perfectly capable of going someplace and I can still do my job. And it's fantastic. My hair is really bothering me. I don't know why. My head has been hurting, all sorts of hurting. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you guys. So 2 weeks ago, I got into a car accident and fucked up my car. I think I have like another 1.5 years left of paying my car off. And I had actually planned on hopefully paying it off in the next 6 months. Now where we're at is we're at the possibility that they're considering totaling my car. The accident, the insurance has ruled that it is my fault. I haven't talked to the judge yet, because the police officer said that our stories didn't match, and that he told me verbatim that it's not his job to argue who is at fault, that instead of arguing about it, he gives all of the parties a citation, and it is our responsibility to go to court and prove what we're going to prove with the judge. Now, from my understanding, this particular intersection that I wrecked my car in, there were no cameras, and so it really is her word against mine. I feel like I wasn't given I don't know the right word. I feel like I wasn't taken seriously because I was alone. Am I middle-aged? If I'm in my 30s, is that middle-aged? I don't know. I'm a, young professional, I guess you could say. I was alone. I didn't have my children with me. You could see in the back that I did have like my daughter's car seat in there, and you could see like random things in there. But other than that, I was alone. And she had 3 children with her that weren't buckled, and neither was she. And I think because of that, they put all the blame on me, because had I yielded for her, even though I had a green light, had I yielded for her, the accident wouldn't have occurred, and her children wouldn't have had to have gone through the trauma of being in the accident. And I think that that's why I wasn't given, I don't even know the right word. Like, it was just basically like, the way that the police officer told me was that it was a situation where one of us should have yielded for the other, and neither one of us did. And because I was considered to not have any distractions, they automatically sided with her. the police officer did, and he wrote that in his report, that he believed to be myself at fault, even though I don't feel like it was a fair situation in the least. It is what it is. I have a court date on the 20th. I'm hoping this video will be up before then. But I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to charge me with. I don't know if I'm going to lose my driver's license. I have no idea. I don't think I will. Nobody was hurt. Obviously nobody died, because nobody was injured in the least. Nobody was hospitalized. We both walked away. I drove my vehicle home after the fact. But I don't know. I drive a car. It's a full size. I drive a 2015 Impala, and it's I guess that there's possibility of some frame damage where it happened, and so I won't know more until tomorrow, which is another pain in the butt, because I was considering paying off my damn car, not having to buy a fucking new one. So it is what it is. That definitely throws a wrench in it, because everything has inflated, and the price that I would have paid for a newer car, I consider mine a newer car, it's only 6 years old, isn't what I would pay now. What I paid for my car a year and a half ago is $5,000 or $6,000 more today than it should be with everything, and it's freaking ridiculous. I don't know. It's a frustrating situation, and I don't know. Maybe by my next Flosstube, hopefully I have another update for you guys. I don't know what today's date is, the 14th or something. So we'll see. I don't know. Enough about that crap. Just Cross Stitch. I saw that their Halloween magazine came out. I did order that. Speaking of Just Cross Stitch, I'll show you guys in a minute. But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. I feel like I'm just having this random string of bad luck. So when I got my rental car from the insurance, I went to my mother-in-law's house for, I can't remember. I can't remember if I was dropping my kids off or what the deal was. And there was a dog, a Rottweiler, running around, and he jumped on my car because my kids were like, oh, how cute, and they rolled down the window, and he came to like look at them and get attention from them, and he jumped on the rental car and scratched all the way down. So now I have to deal with that, and I didn't purchase the extra scratch protection that Enterprise wanted me to purchase, because I wasn't going to pay an extra $100 for that. So now I have to figure out how to get those scratches out before I return the rental car, which is something that I'm going to have to do relatively soon. So I don't have to worry, not returning the car, but getting the scratches out, because they're saying that my car should only take another week, and it's a hot freaking mess. And then I don't know, you guys already know that I have a family situation going on and everything going on with that. I've had somebody tell me that what's happening to me now is karma for making the wrong choices, which has led me to be where I'm at right now, which is living by myself, raising my children almost by myself. I mean, they do see their dad, but I get no financial support from him. You know, it is what it is. I know that I haven't really went into full detail on that here. Maybe I will one day. I don't know. There's legal stuff involved, and there's attorneys, and there's judges and things like that, and so I'm kind of waiting in that aspect before I go into like full detail about it, or if I am at all, I don't know. But it is what it is. I spent 15 minutes bullshitting about that, so let's get into the stitchy shit. I have no new anything to share. There's been no diamond painting, no sewing. I don't think I actually shared with you guys the progress that I was doing on my diamond painting. I intended to record like a time lapse of the progress that I was making, and I might even pull it out today. I'm not sure yet. because I've also been asked to work on the Once Upon a Time, or Once Upon a Fairy Tale by Amy Stewart cross stitch, because I did start it, but I don't have like hardly any progress on it. But I know on Instagram I was chit-chatting with somebody else who was working on it, and it made me really want to pull it out and work on it again. So maybe that's what I'm going to do this week. I don't know yet. But I need to diamond paint. My problem is that I only have the one dining table here. And, you know, before I had 2 dining tables plus my sewing cutting table thing. And now I just have the one dining table. And my daughter just completely freaking trashes it all the time. She has a desk in her room, but she chooses to trash the dining table. So I haven't, you know, done anything with that yet. It is what it is. Okay, let me, so the only thing that I've worked on cross stitch wise in the past, since my last video, which I feel like it's been more than a week, is this Jack-o'-lantern silhouette. Yeah, Jack-o'-lantern silhouette by, I think it's Charting Creations. I got this from Hand Dyed by Rolanda, and it's not charted with any particular color. You can basically do whatever you want to do with this. And I decided when I ordered the chart that I was going to order the fabric and the floss from her as well. I don't know why, like what prompted me to order the whole entire thing. I think I really just wanted to try her shop out, because I think this was the first order that I got from her. And so I ordered the Ada as well. This is 18 count Ada. There's no name on it, but it's this gorgeous orange color. And yeah, this is what, hold on, my light. This is the progress that I have on it. I did this entire, pretty much from right here, this whole thing coming out right here. And you can't see the variegation in the thread that I'm using, but I also got the thread from her. I don't know what color it is. It just says number 62. I don't know if she like re-dyes everything, but it's this gorgeous, like deep, like cocoa orangey type of color with a navy blue, and it's freaking gorgeous. I ordered, when I ordered them from her, I ordered all that she had in stock. I think there was like, I don't know, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I ordered all 9 of them from her. I don't know if you guys can see with the glare the variegation in the thread, but it's freaking amazing. It's gorgeous. I don't think you can tell with the glare, but it's beautiful, and it works. I think it works well with the pumpkin because it's just charted in black. Even though it's supposed to be a silhouette, I was just thinking, like, you know, even with a shadow, there's still like different shades. And so I thought that it's just gonna look amazing. You guys will see this again in the daytime whenever I do a better update on it, but I'm filming at night, so it is what it is. These are those little magnet things that everybody's been getting, I think, from Amazon. Amy Sprinklestein sent me these in my birthday gift, and they say stuff on them. So like this one says cool, one says smart, that one says cool as well. On one side, I have them wrong, but on one side they have words on them, and the other side's just blank. I thought that was pretty neat. Oh no, the other side says it too, both sides. I just have them facing the other way. It's the same word. So I thought that was pretty cool. She sent me a whole pack. I think there was like 10 or so. But yeah, those are really neat. This is what's in my Lowry right now, but I'm gonna take it off, I think, and put something else in it. Since I made this stitching corner, oh, here they are. They're called Magnetic Silicone Ties by Smart and Cool. I don't know where she got them. I'm just assuming she got them on Amazon. And these are the ones that I got. I got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 of them in this particular set. And these are the colors that she gave me. She sent me a whole birthday thing, and I don't know what I did with that footage. I don't know if I showed it to you guys. I honestly don't freaking know. So I'm gonna try to go back through like the 2 videos that I did post when I was staying at my dad's, and see if I included it. And if not, I'm gonna include it at the end of this video. So just be aware that that might be at the end of this, after this clip. or this when I'm wearing this black shirt. And my stitching chair that I have set up here, this rocking chair, I've been using this thing that the Black Needle Society put in there on the go stitching, and it's really helpful. I have all of the threads from my Linen Threads sale, all the cut pieces. I had a bag of all of my ends, my cut pieces that I was hoping to put into a clear Christmas ball and fill it into a Christmas ornament at the end of the year, to kind of have every year. And then this year ended up being crap, and I didn't stitch for a whole long time, and now I don't know where the bag is. If I find it, I'm going to keep saving my threads, and I will put them in a thing and see how it goes. But if not, I'm just gonna have to start over for 2022 and see how that goes. But this is come in handy. I still think I need like a little table here. I did get like one of those rope baskets from Hobby Lobby, but you know, it is what it is. That's literally all I have to show as far as stitching, because I didn't fucking stitch. We did giveaway last video, so I'll insert the giveaway clips at the end too. So if I insert the birthday gift from Amy, I will put that first, and then I'll do the giveaway clips after that, because I haven't looked at it right now and I need to do that after this. I'll probably just do like a screen record. So I don't think I showed you guys last time that I had the just cross stitch what is this, June, and I thought I had skipped one and I didn't. And what I didn't give away, I took out patterns from previous magazines, and then like of the past year of just cross stitch that I had, either gave away the rest or donated it to Goodwill, not Goodwill, but the church in where I was staying at. And so this is literally the only one. I think I have this one in one. Do I have it right here? Yeah, these are the only two full magazines that I have. And honestly, I looked at this one. I don't remember if I ever looked at this one. This is August and this is June. And so I had thought that I liked this thing, which is what I was renewed my subscription for. This like Quaker Christmas one that they have in here. It's like a whole year thing. I thought I really liked it, and when I look at it now, I kind of just don't like it anymore. And so I was saving the patterns for these, and now I just don't know how I feel about it. We're in June, so there'll be another one in this one. Let me see. Right here. So there's even more done on this one. I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about it anymore. I'm going to probably still tear this out and just kind of hang on to it and see. But maybe not. I don't know. I feel like I just don't like it. And so I will probably end up giving away the magazines in its entirety when I make a decision about that and kind of see. Because I have so much stash already that I'm not doing anything with. And I want to stitch what I have, and not keep saving things that kind of catch my eye, but I kind of don't know if I'm going to do them or not. And so I just kind of don't want to hang on to it anymore. I don't particularly remember what I was saying because I got interrupted by a phone call. So what is this? Do I have a package coming? Oh yeah, I do. Oh, all right. So let me talk about, I'll finish the haul, I guess. So Pixel Cell, I showed you guys Pixel this before. I didn't print the photo. I'll put a photo here of what it looks like right now, where it goes through the whole end of the year. This is so freaking cool, and I can't believe it's a really good idea. So this is the frame of Pixel. These are still being printed. I haven't showed this in a few months, but it's freaking cool. So I know I showed you March. I'm going to show you kind of April. So April is Burger Time, Peter, Pepper, and Mr. Egg. It looks like this. It's free on pixelprimecrosstitch.blogspot.com. You can go on there and get the whole entire thing. It is so freaking cool. So that was April's. May's is Final Fantasy. It's the Black Mage. You can see that piece, and then you can see the fire from the fire spell coming from him there. So again, so freaking cute. Final Fantasy is my favorite game of all time. My favorite one is Final Fantasy 7. I bought the remake, and then my stepson took my daughter's PlayStation that I had it on, and I didn't even get to play it. I played it for a little bit. It was freaking hard, but I really like the old version, which maybe I'll buy another. What did it come out on? PS1? PS1? Was it PS1? Maybe I'll buy another PS1 because I don't have any of that stuff anymore. I used to have every gaming system, and buy that game again because it's my favorite game. And then let me see, June was Mega Man and Dr. Willy. So Dr. Willy's here and Mega Man is here. And then July came out, and it is Metroid. I can't remember this other person's name. I saw it on there. Can't remember. And then there was some other configurations for the outfit. I think there's a pink one and a different shade of tan, if I'm not mistaken. But that was that. And so we still have several more months of this, and I want to start it. It just, this frame, you guys, I don't even know. Are these pages numbered? Yeah. The frame is printed. To be fair, I mean, it's not like full coverage, because like pages 5, 10, 15, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because 8 of the pages aren't like full pages. I'll just show you this. This is the page layout. So there's 20 pages, but you can see here these aren't full printed pages because it's the end. And so it's like, that's still quite a bit of pages. You have 14 full pages, and then all of the other half pages. But still, that's a freaking lot of pages for the frame, and it makes me nervous because it looks super fucking tedious, right? All these little cubes. But again, I mentioned this before, even though it jumps, I'm considering doing only enough to kind of like get to that spot, and starting like, so we're in January, I'm gonna do this whole corner, and then come up with maybe just the black, and then do February, and then, you know, count out to do my March, etc., etc. We'll see. I think it'll kind of make it less boring than just stitching the frame all out, right? I learned that the hard way when I did the haul chopping mall from the Witchy Stitcher. It was her second stitch along. I got the chopping mall, and I did the entire frame first. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I fucking did it. The whole entire frame first, and it was a bitch. Not gonna lie, I will never do that again. I have the Universal Monsters one, which I worked really hard on converting the Egyptian room, and I know I've talked about this so many times before. I have everything for it. I hand dyed my own fabric for it, and I really want to start it because I got all of the freebies for the extended version, which includes the Winchesters. So I'm so excited for that, and I haven't fucking started it yet. It's exactly what I mean about not hanging on to projects, stuff like this, that I'm just like, oh, that's cute, but am I actually gonna stitch it? I don't know, but I'm gonna put it in my stash anyway because I have so many things. So I'm kind of, what I had intended to do, honestly, was I never wanted to have like big binders of patterns or a whole like stitch cabinet of just patterns. I wanted to have everything kitted up so that if I said, like, I'm getting really tired of working full coverages. I'm just going to go pull something from over here and do all of that. And I can categorize it however I wanted to categorize it. And I kind of started doing that until my stash got way too fucking big. And I realized as well that it was going to take up so much room to have everything kitted up. I've got 2, 4, 6 cubes right here filled with whips. Wait, are these all whips? Whips and kitted up stuff right here. That doesn't include, I have other kitted up stuff over there in my room in another cube shelf. I think I have like 2 more cubes. And then I still have 4 fucking binders, 2 4-inch binders, a 3-inch binder, and a 2-inch binder filled with fucking patterns. What is wrong with me? Seriously. And I know my stash is small beans compared to a lot of people. Like, I can only imagine what Annie, Joy-Filled Stitcher, I can only imagine what her stash looks like because I see her stash pages. I see you, Annie. Your stash must be freaking amazing. Amy Sprinklestein, there's no question about it. I know her stash is amazing. And one day in the next year, hopefully, I'm going to go, girl, to your apartment or your condo, and I'm going to look at that shit from my own eyes because I know, I know that you know that your stash is ridiculous. And then what else? I know somebody else. Oh, Cheryl from, what's her channel called? I don't know, but she's the one who does the Daily 30. Her, I know she's shown like that cabinet that she has where she goes and picks her mania stuff. Yeah. Anyway, Pixel Sal. There's that. I don't even have it in a thing, one of these, because it's too many pages and it's not even done. I need to get like a book for it. I just haven't found one thick enough yet. So the next thing that finished is the gamer cell from Pix Stitch. So that Pix Cell 2021 is free. This one is not. You have to make a donation to like some charity thing for children, something that's like a STEAM type of thing, if I'm not mistaken, or STEM. But I think it was like 10 bucks. I can't recall. I think you can do different amounts. I'm not sure, but this is what it looks like. And it's like the old Sega Genesis letters, or Sega, I should say. And it spells out the word gamer. So 2 days ago, I think, is when the last section of the R came out. And it looks freaking cool. So he does have a list. His name's Justin. He does have a list of what all of the characters are. I just haven't pulled it yet. I did email him and ask him for a master list because he types it out in every email for every release. And so like each of these sections came out separate. Like it wasn't one whole letter. So like this was one section, this was another section, this was a section, and then this was a section. And so it took a really long time to get all of the parts, you know, here. And in those emails, he would say this section features yada, yada, yada. And he'd have it on there. Except I have the emails from the ME and the R, I know for sure, but I don't have the emails anymore for the G. I can't find them. I typically, when I get cross stitches emailed or when I do digital things, I back them up in a second folder in my email for stuff like this. So if I lose it, I can always find it again. And I lost it. I don't know what happened to it. So I only have part of the thing for this. So hopefully I can get through those sections without damaging these too much, or I'll have to make copies or something. I don't know. But this was freaking cool. There's a Pix Stitch group on Facebook. You can follow him on Instagram. The guy's name is Justin Freeman, I think. Seems like a pretty stand-up dude with the interactions that I've had, and I'm just super impressed with the style to begin with. Then Heaven and Earth Designs gets us all in freaking trouble. They had a sale a week or two ago, and it was a 50% off sale. They hadn't had a 50% off sale in a good little bit. I think the last one they had was 40, and I think the one even they had before that was $30. So I was waiting for the 50% off sale to get some stuff that had been on my wish list for quite some time. And then I went through my wish list again and finally deleted the stuff that had been there through 2 purchases. So if it's been on my wish list for a long time, I don't take into account like, oh, that's been on my wish list for a year, but I also haven't ordered in a year. No. So I'll go and I'll make a purchase. And if it's something new to my wish list that I didn't buy at that time, I'll leave it on there. And if I go to make another purchase again and that item is still on my wish list and I still decide not to purchase it, I just remove it. And that's what I've been doing the last couple of times. And so now I honestly think I have maybe 3 or 4 things on my wish list now, which is great because before it was 2 pages on Hate's thing, which I don't know, that's like 10 or 12 things in order to get 2 pages. And so, I don't know, it is what it is. But this time I bought 5 charts in the 50% off sale. 2, 3, 4 of them are minis. And so I feel a little bit more justified because first, the minis are not only smaller, so it's less stitching, less fabric, less floss to buy, and they're also significantly cheaper. And so I think on all 5 of these I spent like $30-ish on these, and I have 1 full size only because there was not a mini. I think it would probably look okay in a mini, but there wasn't one, and so I wasn't going to make a big deal about it. And so these are going to go in my Heaven and Earth binder for probably never to do. As like a lot of people here on Flosstube, my stash will outlive me. There's no question about that. So, another phone call. Never ends. So, 5 charts. So this one went on and off my wish list. I don't know why. I really don't. I'm not a Cinderella fan. I'm not a huge fan of like stitching people. I don't know why. It really depends on like the whole thing in itself. But for some reason lately, the past year, I've been almost a year really drawn to things with more color. I don't know why. I think maybe just after stitching a lot of things that were darker, I got really bored doing the darker colors and I wanted things with more color. So this is Mini Cinderella by Molly Harrison. So I'm not a big Molly Harrison fan either. I don't like a lot of, it's not that I don't like it, it's just not my style. The images are still gorgeous, but it's not my style. So I got this one. It looked pretty decent as a mini, so I decided to go ahead and get it, and I just love the coloring in it. The pumpkin, of course, and then all the blue in her dress and in the sky. It just looks fantastic. And as a mini, it's only 9 by 13 on 25 count. I don't like 25 count. I always use 28, and I do 10 stitch. I think it's going to be just fine. I'm going to be a teeny bit smaller than that, which is, you know, that's good too. As you can tell, my walls are blank. This whole entire house, my walls are blank. I haven't hung a single damn thing up. I don't know. I do stupid things. And I have a whole thing in my closet, one of those pant hangers completely filled with finished diamond paintings and finished cross stitches that I haven't done anything with. So these two are actually new to my, they weren't on my wish list, but I just happened to see them on the last day of the sale that morning. I saw somebody post these and I was like, oh my god, those are so freaking cute. I went on there, added them on my wish list, and I sat on it for a few more hours and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna treat myself to these patterns because I have been doing so good. I hadn't bought anything in months, and I'm just gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna buy it, you know? So I did. So these are by Irina Garmashova, and I hope I'm saying that right. I got 2 from her, and the first one is called Hole in the Fence. These are minis because they looked so cute, and I have a feeling that that black cat is going to be a pain in the butt to stitch, but that's okay. And it's so freaking cute. It's just, it's cats. You get me every time with the cats. So, oh, those bugs, I hate them. I don't know why they come. They're like, I don't know, flying ants or something, but there's a giant light right here. So I live in a row of townhouses, and they're built on a hill, and so There's a couple of stairs that come up to the townhouse. There's like 5 stairs that come up. And I guess you have to have lighting where there's a stairway outside in a complex like this. And so there's this huge fucking light right here. Like, I honestly don't even need a nightlight here in the living room because that fucking light is so goddamn big. And there's, like, I don't want to say ceiling windows because they're not quite on the ceiling, but they're high up on the wall, like almost to the roof. And it brings in all of that light. And then I have like a porch light, which is so fucking stupid with that goddamn huge fucking light right there. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, it brings in so many bugs. And they're weird bugs. They just freaking creep me out. Anyway, the other one I got from her was Autumn Peace, because I love cats and I love fall and autumn, same thing. But I love black cats. So I've had several cats, but I've never had a black cat. We did for a short period of time once, not even that long. And my son, he was probably like 2 or 3, and we didn't know what to name her, so he named her Black Cat. Well, this is when I was married to my first husband, and he was like, "I'll just let her go in and out, whatever." Like, we lived in a very rural area. He wasn't worried about it. She fucking got hit by a car. We had her like 2 weeks, and she got hit by a car. I was like, really? This is your fault. So we never got any more pets after that, and that was the only time that I had a black cat. So it is what it is, you know. And since then, all my cats are rescues. And so it was never like one of those things where I just got to go and pick a particular cat that I wanted. So like Gumball, my oldest cat. Speaking of cats, where are they? I've been here like an hour and I haven't seen a single one. I'm gonna have to see where they're at right now. Gumball, my second husband, his uncle had him. He had found a mama cat and a litter of kittens behind his shed in his backyard, and he had given them all away. We went to his house one summer. He lives here in this same town, but it was during the summer. We went to go visit him. It was the year we moved back, and he had this one orange cat left. He already had a cat. They had like a Siamese cat or something, and they had this one orange cat left, and the girls were just so obsessed with the stupid cat. And so he's like, you guys can have him. Like, he's the only one. Nobody's taken him. We don't know why. And my daughter keeps calling me. They're spending the night at their dad's tonight. And we took her to the mall yesterday. Well, their dad took them to the mall yesterday. And he bought her like $30 of those pop. I'm trying to see if there's one right here. I don't know. If you guys have kids, I'm sure you know what these Poppets are. So I bought her like the real Poppet, the name brand one, and she was freaking obsessed with it. And she's like, it's a fidget thing or whatever, and it's educational because the original one has letters and numbers on it. So I thought, okay, whatever. So she's got super obsessed with it. Well, it turned into this big old thing, and now like everybody and their mom is making Poppets and has them for sale. And so they went to the mall with their dad. He bought her both of them, $30 worth of Poppets. And she was like so obsessed with it. I didn't know how much he spent. I just know that they had like these 2 little tiny ones and then another one. And I was like, they can't be that much, right? So I went later to go pick them up from the mall, and she was like, let's just go look. So I took her to go look, and she somehow convinced me to buy her more. I wasn't paying attention to the price. Another $50 freaking on these Poppet things. To be fair, one of them was like $20-some because it was larger and it's the shape of the Among Us dude. And so, of course, they get you there, right? Anyway, by the time I get to this fucking video, it's going to be tomorrow. So, the other one that I got, this is the 4th one. This is by Lisa Parker, and it's Mini Fairy Tales. This had been on my wish list for quite some time, and if I didn't purchase it this time, it was going to come off. And there's just something about this owl and the blue behind him that just really gets me. This one also looked okay in a mini, which was why I felt comfortable grabbing the mini. And then around the time that I got this, we had went to the park. There's a park right here down the street, and we saw an owl. We were just standing there, and my daughter's like, oh my God, look at the owl. And I looked over to the side, and there's this huge freaking owl sitting on the brick fence that they have. They're sectioning the park off from the houses, and oh my God, it was freaking gorgeous. And he flew up into the tree that was right behind it, and he just sat there, and he was just so huge. I think I have photos. I'll put one here. I don't know if you can grasp the massiveness of him, but he was huge. Huge. And I felt like it was a sign. I was like, I need to buy this chart. It is what it is. My eye is itching. So the last chart that I got from Heaven and Earth is this one by Meredith Dillman. So she's an artist that I had never seen before on there. So it doesn't matter how many times you go through the Heaven and Earth site, you're gonna find shit that you haven't seen before. I swear I've been through every artist on their website, and I still find stuff that people buy that they share in the Facebook group that I've never seen. And I purchased this. It's called Oak Fairy. Again, I don't do the people thing. I don't do a whole lot of people stitching, but this just called out to me for some reason. I think it was the leaves in the background. She almost looks like she's underwater with the teal of the background, but it really caught my eye, and I had to get it. I loved it. So she is not a mini, so she will be 16 by 24 ish, because I will do her on a higher count fabric, and she'll be a tiny bit smaller maybe if I actually stitch it. So this episode, what do we call these? Are they episodes? I don't know. Whatever. Should I start breaking them up into seasons? This should be season 2, maybe? I don't know. I have giveaway of, I think, 4 other charts that I will insert at the end. And this video, we're going to give away this chart by Heartstring Samplery called Next Door. I had initially was going to send this to Amy because this is the one that I stitched for her. And I was just like, if I already stitched it for her, she's going to have it. Is she really going to want the chart? I don't know. I never asked her. I just made the decision for myself. And this is what it looks like. It says, I wish you lived next door. And it's so freaking cute. Just got this funky bird and the funky plant on the other side. So this will be a giveaway. I didn't draw on the original. I think I copied it because my printer copies things. There's one mark here on the edge. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing there. I don't know. But that's it. Other than that, the chart is free of defects. And yeah, so this will be the giveaway. So if you want this chart, tell me something about who you would stitch it for. You don't no. Tell me about your most memorable neighbor growing up. So use the words next door and tell me something that you remember about a neighbor. I don't think I have any particular ones. All my neighbors were my friends in elementary school. And then when I lived with my grandparents, when my mom was a single parent, we lived with my grandparents for a number of years. They didn't really have neighbors. They did, but they were kind of further away. Not like acres away, but it just wasn't like structured to where you like said, hey neighbor. Like now when we live in the burbs, you know, you see people taking their trash out and stuff like that. It wasn't like that back then. I don't know. I don't really have a memorable neighbor, like anybody to be like, yeah, that old man across the street. I don't know. It is what it is. So that's all the haul. That's all the stitching. Oops, I bumped you guys, my bad. I want to talk about the July charts for my Patreon. I haven't put them up yet on Patreon or YouTube, but I will. Still haven't done any vlogging because I'm a really bad vlogger, but that's okay. I'm thinking of restructuring some things as far as the tiers go on the YouTube and the Patreon and see where that goes. But for now, so these are free charts that are offered to a certain tier of my Patreon and YouTube. You'll have to go because I don't remember which one it is right now. and then I'm thinking of restructuring them anyway. So you're gonna have to go check those out, see which one's which, but they will be there. These are some cats that I had charted. I work with a designer, so some of the designs I do myself, or I will hand do them and send them to her, and then she kind of puts it into the computer and perfects it for me. Sometimes I just send her a digital image and say, do this, and she'll do that. Or sometimes I just give her an idea. Like for the Halloween one, I said, I'm kind of thinking this, that, and that I want on there in this type of style, and she just did it just like that. She's freaking fantastic. All the pieces that she does for me are exclusive to me and Mystical Diamond Art, and are copyright her and Mystical Diamond Art. So, and you can only get them through my Patreon or YouTube Join. And if you do YouTube, there is a Google Doc that you need to fill out with your information. If you don't fill it out, I'll get a hold of you, or I should have your email. I don't know. Nobody's joined the YouTube Join, so I'm not 100% how your information gets relayed to me, but if not, I will contact you. So anyway, these are the two that she charted for me. So we've got like a black cat. It looks like there's lines, but there's not. Like, do you see what I mean? There we go. We've got a black and gray cat and an orange cat. I had seen a really cute, like, what was it? It was some kind of like meme or gif on, what's that thing called? Pinterest. And it was just, it looked so stinking cute, and it was black and purple. And I told her, like, I freaking love this cat. What can you do with it? I said, I want it really simple, because the Doctor Who chart, and what was the one before that? There was another chart before that had a ton of fractional stitches in it, and I thought that that was just really advanced. So I told her, I want this idea, but I don't want any fractional stitches. I don't want any specialty stitches whatsoever, just full X's. Like, can you make it work? And she's like, yep. So that's what we did, and she came up with both designs. And so originally I was only going to do one, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to do both. It's great. You can convert them yourself too. You can totally change the colors, but this gives you a good base of the different ones. So again, these are free to people who join my Patreon or YouTube Join membership. And this is what the instructions look like. The instructions in the symbol keys. So there it is. They're quite small. We're looking at 4x5 on 4x5.5 and 14 count Ada. So they're not like super giant. It's only 56 by 78, and so they look quite massive. I like the orange one, shows that better on camera. They look pretty massive, but they're not. It's just a full size image for better visual purposes. So yeah, there it is. I'm gonna wrap this up because I feel like I've been talking way too long with a whole bunch of nonsense, and like, we need to move along. I think I have it here. Oh, hold on. This was last month's Patreon gift chart. I love it. I haven't done it yet, but I freaking love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I did buy by Irina Garmashova. She's the one who did the cats reading. I didn't know that. I thought her name sounded familiar, but I wasn't sure. And then these are all charts that I have to put away. I haven't. Oh my Lanta. I have 8 Heaven and Earth designs that I've bought in the past month. That book is wrong with me. I haven't downloaded the rest of this, so I'm gonna do that. If I have an updated picture, maybe I'll put it here. If not, I'll show you guys next time, because I need to download the rest of the pieces to that. But yeah, that's it. There's nothing else to show you guys. I think I've covered just about everything. All respective links are always below, and if I forget something, just let me know. And I try to respond to all of the comments. And, you know, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to do the random comment picker. I don't know what it's going to look like on here. I hope it comes out okay because I just don't feel like doing it on my phone with all the back and forth. So I took the video and I just realized that the thumbnail for this video is incorrect. So, oh yeah. Okay. So we're going to do, there's only 11 comments. I don't think everybody commented for all of the patterns that I had in here, but that's okay. So for this one, I'm just going to filter the word harvest. The first one we have is Harvest Time by Leela Studio. So let's do get comments. How is it, this one? Okay, and I gotta write these down somehow. So Kim Lumen, I'm pretty sure, Kim, you have won from me before, and I'm pretty sure I have your information unless it changed. So she says, I would love to sit Harvest Time because I love fall. So good to see you, Amy. I got a lot of comments about welcoming me back and like that. I really appreciate it, you guys. I'm really excited to be making videos again. So we're gonna go back now, and the next one's gonna be All Hallows Eve, also from Leela's Studio. We're gonna do, let me look at the comments real quick and see what I used for, I think it looks like I said Hallows Eve. Yeah, I did. So I'm just gonna do the word hello in case somebody didn't put the apostrophe on there. I don't want it to include the apostrophe. Again, 3 comments. I'm not filtering other people because people used the same comment. So Amy Swihart, we have All Hallows Eve for Amy. Congratulations, you too. Give me 1 second to write this down. So Amy's comment says, glad to see you back. All Hallows Eve looks so fun. I love Leela Studio Designs. The first Halloween piece you showed from Praiseworthy Stitches is beautiful. I love all of the busy stuff going on with it. It looks good on the material you picked too. Thank you, Amy. I'm loving it too also. I didn't think some of the greens were going to show up, but they look just fine. So I also did Fancy Blanket October Ride on here. I'm gonna go ahead and put October because I see some comments. I honestly think there's only one. Yeah, so whoever that one was, Juan, Teresa. I see it already. So Fancy is Teresa. Is it Teresa or Teresa? I'm not sure. E-R-E-S-A. Is it Chuckle? I think I've asked you this before. It says, it was great to see you. It's been a while. Glad you made a video. All Hallows Eve would be a good stitch for Halloween. Fancy Black and October Ride is a cutie to make into a pillow. I love Kathy Barrett. Good Intentions. Great pattern. It was good to see you. Have a wonderful evening and happy stitching. So the last pattern I had for this one is the Good Intentions by Kathy Barrett. And I didn't see a lot of comments for this one too. I honestly think only one. I'm gonna do Kathy. I honestly think Teresa's the only one who commented. Oh, there's 2 people. Okay, so let's see. Teresa again. So Teresa, you got both. I went ahead and said that you in this one you guys could win more than one pattern. I wasn't going to exclude anybody just because I've been gone for so long and I didn't think some of my audience held. So yeah, there it is, you guys. Kim Lumen, Amy Swihart, Teresa, Chuckle. I'm pretty sure I have all of your guys' information, so just make sure it's up to date in the Google Doc, and those will be on your way to you this week. So thanks for watching, and sorry this took longer than it needed to take.